Hi guys, Miguel here from Driven Performance, and today I'm going to address a question that I get very often, as you can imagine, with what we do and how many clients we have. Ironically enough, this question comes from, most of the times, from people that don't really have that much weight to lose. What we do at Driven Performance is we specialize on helping people that need to lose 50, 60, 70% of the body weight. So we're talking 60, 80, 100 pounds. So funnily enough, this is a question that I get often from people that don't really have that much to lose. They may have 10 pounds, 15, 20 pounds, and that question is more than a question, I guess. It's the struggle with just how slow the weight comes off. They say you can see that it's easy to get impatient, and they'll say, what is wrong? I did everything right this week and I didn't lose any weight. And fitness nutrition is a tricky thing. You need to be consistent with your tracking, with your intake, so that you can adjust to find the right balance for you, not just to lose weight, but to lose weight in a sustainable way that allows you to basically support your lifestyle. How many workouts you do per day, what other things you do at work, how busy your weekends are with your kids. Like, all of those things need to be taken into consideration. So it's not just a matter of coming up with a calorie number and you hitting that number and that's it, you're good to go. If that's something that you have ever struggled with, or that you find yourself struggling with right now, have you ever met somebody that rushed through the weight loss process and lost a whole bunch of weight, and 3 to 5 years later they kept that weight off? I haven't, and I have met hundreds of people that want to lose weight. So that is one thing to keep in mind. When you rush something like that, it just doesn't stick. Now, the second thing is, and this is a very powerful way of looking at things, it changes everything. Weight loss itself cannot be the one priority when it comes to your workouts or your nutrition. Why? Because then this happens. You get frustrated. You're looking for that feedback from the scale to tell you how well you are doing or not. And it's funny because sometimes you may have done great at coming to your workouts all week, at eating really well that week, and you drank plenty of water, you got plenty of sleep, and if you didn't lose a pound or two on the scale that week, you will still feel defeated and you will still feel frustrated because the scale didn't move, whereas you've been doing all of these things properly. So what I like to tell my clients is, get away from that mindset. Think of weight loss as simply one more positive side effect of your new lifestyle. Your new lifestyle includes exercising. It includes eating healthy, eating really nutritious food, for 95% of the time. Obviously, if you do that, then you have the ability and the freedom to enjoy a treat here and there. And that's just your new lifestyle. You do it because it's good for you, because you enjoy it, because it makes you feel good at the end, because you're more focused, because you're less stressed. That's why you exercise. That's why you eat things that are good for you. You will lose weight, you will get stronger, you will tone your body, you will feel better about yourself, but those are just consequences of your lifestyle, not the main reason for it. It's simple, yet a very powerful switch to make in your mind that will not only remove that stress from you and that frustration, it'll actually make it easier in the long run. Because now you can just focus on enjoying your life. This is your life. Your life is your kids, your work, and working out and eating healthy foods. You're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your body. That's how a true transformation happens, regardless of whether for you it was just a matter of, losing 10 pounds or losing 150 pounds. The transformation is when you look at things different, when that change happens inside of you. So that's what I invite you to do today. Don't get frustrated. Just realize that you're doing this for you, that you're doing this because you enjoy it, because you love the feeling that you get from it. Everything else that will happen is just a consequence of it. All right? Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.